Top 10 European countries. Number 1. Moldova. Moldova sits quietly between Romania and Ukraine, shaped by its Soviet past and uncertain European future. In Chisinau, Soviet-era buildings and modern structures stand side by side, reflecting a nation in transition. Beyond the capital, rural Moldova unfolds, rolling hills, sunflower fields, and villages where life follows the seasons. Horse-drawn carts and aging ladas share the roads. Markets overflow with fresh produce and homemade goods. Here, commerce is personal, buying, selling, and sharing stories. Many young Moldovans have left for work abroad, leaving behind empty houses and grandparents who connect with family through flickering video calls. Yet resilience endures. Families gather each evening, proud of their land and traditions. Moldova isn't defined by what it lacks but by the strength of what remains: family, land, and identity. Life here is a tapestry of hope and hardship, quietly woven far from the world's gaze. In these moments, you see a country quietly getting on with living. The true wealth here is found in connection and endurance. Number 2. Ukraine. In Ukraine's west, life persists under the shadow of conflict. Cities like Lviv and Chernivtsi buzz with energy, but beneath the surface is a quiet anxiety. In smaller towns, the war feels both distant and deeply personal. Every family has someone at the front. I met Oksana, who waits for her husband's return by volunteering and keeping her household running. Daily routines, children going to school, shopkeepers opening stalls, farmers tending fields, are acts of defiance. Community is everything. Neighbors check in, strangers help, women weave camouflage nets while singing old songs. These small acts are monumental, a refusal to be defined by war. Grief and hope coexist, sorrow etched on faces, hope alive in children's laughter and blooming window boxes. Ukraine is not broken but bound by unbreakable spirit. Here, resilience is ordinary, and life goes on. The lesson, even in hardship, the human heart endures. The true story is not just of conflict but of everyday courage. In Ukraine, hope is as persistent as the people themselves. Number 3. Kosovo. Kosovo, Europe's youngest nation, pulses with energy and optimism. In Pristina, the newborn monument and bustling cafes reflect a generation building its future. Beyond the capital, tradition holds strong in towns like Prizren, where Ottoman architecture and the call to prayer echo through ancient streets. The scars of war linger, but the focus is on rebuilding. For the children, as one man told me, family is the foundation. Hospitality is a way of life. I was welcomed into a home where 3 generations lived together, sharing stories and pride in their new state. Kosovo balances a painful past with hope for the future, honoring tradition while embracing change. The nation's spirit is defined by resilience, optimism, and a fierce sense of community. Here, every coffee shared and brick laid is an act of building something new. Kosovo's story is one of forging identity, one conversation at a time. It's a place where hope is stronger than history. The future is being written in everyday moments. Number 4. Albania. Albania, once sealed off from the world, is now reinventing itself. Bunkers dot the landscape. Remnants of a paranoid past, now repurposed as cafes and shelters. Inland towns like Gjirokastër feel timeless, with craftsmen practicing age-old skills. Markets in Shkodër pulse with life, farmers selling produce, the air thick with grilled food and lively haggling. Albania's spirit is raw and untamed, shaped by decades of isolation and sudden change. Improvisation is a way of life, rules are flexible, and creativity thrives. The concept of bisa, honor and hospitality, defines the culture. Guests are treated with overwhelming generosity, a tradition stronger than any relic. Albania faces the future with an open heart, shaped by its past but not bound by it. Here, true wealth is found in trust, pride, and the warmth of welcome. Number 5. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a land of beauty and scars, where history is a constant companion. Sarajevo's multicultural charm is shadowed by reminders of war. Sarajevo roses mark the spots where lives were lost. In smaller towns, memory is quieter but ever present. Over coffee, old men discuss daily life, their silence about the war speaking volumes. In the countryside, families harvest plums for rakia, sharing laughter and tradition. Hospitality bridges divides. A glass of homemade brandy is a gesture of peace. Life here is about rebuilding, trust, homes, and hope. The political system is complex, but people find joy in small moments: coffee, a view, a meal. Bosnia asks for empathy and attention, offering lessons in resilience and healing. The past lingers, but the spirit to move forward is stronger. Here, perseverance is a daily act. The human spirit endures even among ruins. Number 6. North Macedonia. North Macedonia's identity has long been contested, visible in Skopje's grand statues and neoclassical facades. But outside the capital, life is more grounded. At Lake Ohrid, fishermen mend nets as they have for centuries. In Bitola, the evening promenada brings the whole town together, weaving community through simple rituals. The old bazaar in Skopje is alive with history, crafts, and family traditions. I met a restaurant owner proud of his family's 4 generations in the market. North Macedonia is a country of contrasts, official grandeur versus lived reality. Its true character is found in quiet routines, deep traditions, and gentle hospitality. The nation is still finding its place, but its people know identity is built in daily life, not monuments. Here, beauty is subtle and enduring. The real story is written in the rhythms of ordinary days. Number 7. Serbia. Serbia stands at a crossroads of history, marked by resilience and fierce pride. Belgrade's fortress and contrasting neighborhoods reflect a city rebuilt countless times. Beyond the capital, rural life is slower. Raspberry farms, family labor, and deep connection to the land. The concept of inat, defiant pride, shapes conversations and preserves culture. The kafana, more than a tavern, is the heart of social life, music, laughter, and shared emotion. Serbia's complexity defies easy narratives. Its recent history is fraught, but warmth and hospitality run deep. Here stories are told with passion, over glasses of rakia. The nation's soul is found in its people's endurance and generosity. Serbia asks you to listen, not judge. Its heart is proud, complex, and open to those willing to understand. The real Serbia is found in its stories and its spirit. Number 8. Montenegro. Montenegro's dramatic mountains and sparkling coast draw tourists, but daily life unfolds beyond the postcards. In Cetinje, the old capital, history lingers in quiet streets and faded grandeur. Markets reflect the country's dual nature, coastal fish and olives, mountain cheeses and smoked meats. I met a cheese vendor whose family tradition stretches back generations. Clan ties and family honor shape tight-knit communities, where hospitality is immediate and genuine. Montenegro is a land of contrasts. Wild mountains, sophisticated coast, tradition versus modernity. People navigate these with pride and pragmatism, aware of their history and economic realities. The country's dynamism lies in this balancing act. Here, identity is shaped by both landscape and legacy. Montenegro's story is one of adaptation and enduring pride. Number 9. Bulgaria. Bulgaria lives in many eras at once. Roman ruins, Soviet monuments, and modern malls coexist in Sofia. In the Rose Valley, the scent of harvest fills the air, a tradition sustained by hard work and history. Rural villages, especially in the Rhodope Mountains, feel timeless but face the challenge of youth leaving for cities. I shared a simple meal with an elderly couple, their resilience quiet and profound. Melancholy lingers from a tough post-communist transition, visible in abandoned factories and villages. Yet, revival is underway. Young Bulgarians return, restore homes, and build new futures. Bulgaria reveals its charm slowly, in kindness, food, folk songs, and ancient ruins. The nation is still finding its footing, balancing past and future. Its strength lies in endurance and quiet beauty. Bulgaria's story is one of hope, tradition, and rediscovery. Number 10. Romania. Romania is more than Dracula legends. Its true spirit is found in vibrant, resilient people. In Maramureş, ancient traditions and wooden architecture are part of daily life, not museum pieces. Craftsmen carve protective symbols into gates, families walk to church in embroidered clothes, and shepherds guide flocks across green hills. Life is direct, expressive, and laced with humor, shaped by hardship but rich in celebration. I was welcomed at a village wedding, treated like family, and swept into days of music and dance. Romania's landscapes are breathtaking, but its greatest treasure is its people's warmth and endurance. The country defies stereotypes, blending history, folklore, and modernity. Here, the most powerful stories are those of everyday triumphs. Romania's richness is found in its people's spirit and generosity. My journey through these countries revealed a Europe far richer than any label of poor suggests. True wealth is found in community, tradition, and resilience. These are not places to pity, but to admire for their character and history. The people I met are defined by hospitality, pride, and joy in daily life. The real story of Europe is written in kitchens, markets, and laughter, not in statistics. Richness is measured in connection, culture, and the dignity of living with hope.